Morning to everyone. Here we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter 8, and the name of this chapter is Shape, Space and Patterns. So before we are going to start this chapter, I want to tell you about some shapes, space and patterns. Okay, what does this mean? Okay, so I know that you know about the different type of shapes, like as you can see here, I have drawn circle, triangle, rectangle, square, right? So I think you have already get this in your previous classes, but in this chapter along with this we are going to learn about so many other shapes also, like the solid shapes. Solid shapes means the three-dimensional shapes. Okay, so these are considered as two-dimensional shape because here you cannot find any face, or you will not find any surface here, right? So these are considered as two-dimensional because here we will get only side and corner, but in three-dimensional you can get also the faces. Okay, so that we can keep that, okay, or we can place it somewhere. So I will explain you more about that. Okay, but for now you see this one. So here you can see two more shapes. So this one is cone shape and this one is a called cube. Okay, so cone shape, I can give you an example of birthday hat. Okay, so in birthday you generally buy some hats, so that one is cone shape, right? So that is a two-dimensional three-dimensional figure. And here cube, I can give you the example of your cube, like Ludo dice is considered as cube. Okay, and cuboid are also there. Cuboid like your pencil box. Okay, then matchbox. Okay, so these are cuboid. So in our classroom also we use duster, so that is also cuboid. Okay, so that one we can keep, right? So keep on our table. Okay, that have faces, okay, surfaces, so that's why that one is considered as three-dimensional shape. Okay, so we will consider more about that, but first let us learn about the two-dimensional shape. That means how many corners do they have, how many sides do they have, everything. Okay, so before we will solve any kind of problem, I will tell you first about these topics. Okay, so now I told you about the shape. Now let's see what are space and patterns. So you can see here, okay, so here space, that means you can see this green line. So these are some tiles, okay, but here that one is missing, but I have filled it with by using this orange color. Okay, so that means I fixed this tile into it. Okay, so I fixed this into that space. Okay, so here also this is a space. So here if I draw like this, so then it will again fit into it, right? Again if I draw like this, so again it will fit into it. Okay, so that means we are utilizing the space. Similarly here in this case, if I draw like this way some shape like this, so again you can see the in this space it is fitting. Okay, so if I consider again some like this, again it is fitting, right? So in this way we are tiling it, right? I will tell you more about tiling, but for now you understand that in this space we are fitting this we are utilizing this space. Okay, now I'll tell you about patterns. So students, pattern may be of different type. Okay, that means you have to see the rules first. You have to follow the rules and you have to understand that what they are following. Okay, you have to see the next, and then you will come to get an idea that how we have to solve. Okay, so here you can see this first figure. So here you can see there is a line and one line again. Two lines here, then again three lines, again four lines, again five lines. So the next figure generally there will be what, six line, right? Two here, three here, four here, five, then here it will be six lines like this way. Okay, so like this way we can draw the next one. Okay, so you have to understand that what sequence they are following, by that we have to draw. Okay, now if I see this, you can see this one. So here you can see one box and then one orange color ball is there, right? So at first it was top, then right side, then bottom, then left side. Okay, then what will come here? Again it will go at the top, right? So if you draw like this, okay, then there is this is a box and the orange color ball will go where? It will go at the top, right? You can see I am following the pattern. So here at the top, then this side, this side, then again it will go this side, again this. So in this way this pattern will follow. Okay, so that means this one is repeating. Okay, so here also I'll explain more when I will teach you more patterns. Okay, more about patterns, so there you will get a clear picture. But for now I'm just giving you the concept, what does shape, space and pattern means. Okay, so these are the patterns they are following. So patterns can be followed of different rules. It may not be like always increasing or following the direction. It may be decreasing, repeating, only repeating, like that. Okay, so now let's see about some lines. Okay, that means as you know that there are several you can draw several kind of lines, right? So here this one, the vertical line, this one is called standing line. So you can see this line is standing, right? So this is also called vertical line. Sleeping lines, that means this one. Okay, if lines are like this, so this one is called sleeping line. Okay, and it is also called horizontal line. And slanting lines means like this way, little bit slanting. Okay, so like this, then this. Okay, these are called slanting lines. Okay, so three type of lines we are coming to learn here. So here standing line, this one, then sleeping line and slanting line, like this. Okay, so if you draw some pictures, so there also we use if we are using only the lines, then we can use standing, sleeping and slanting lines. Okay, now let's learn about corners and side. This is very important, students. Okay, so first of all I'm giving you the concept, and after that we will solve. There are some activities are given in your book. So if you learn this and if you understand this, so it will be better, or it will be easier for you to solve. Okay, so here you can see I have drawn one square here, right? So here we have to write that how many corners and sides do this square have. So here you can see corners. Okay, so first of all, corner means what? Corner means where two sides meet. Okay, so you can see this curved lines. So these are the corners. So here 1 2 3 4 corners. A square have 4 corners and 4 sides. Side means this line segment. Okay, this one, 1 2 3 and 4. So 4 lines. Okay, 4 line segment. So that is called your sides, and this should be always what? Line segment. That one should be straight. Okay, straight line. So if I draw like this, okay, this one, so you know what figure it is. It is a triangle, right? So here 1 2 and 3, right? So 3 lines we are drawing, right? So here this one is the sides, and this, okay, here you can see 1 2 sides are joining here. Okay, so the point where 2 sides join, so that one is called corner. Okay, that one is called corner. So here 1 corner, here also 2, and here also 3. Okay, so a triangle have what? 3 corner and 3 sides. Okay, 3 corners and 3 sides. So I think you understood what is corner. Corner means where 2 sides join. So this point, you can see this side and this side are joining here at this point. So this one is the corner. Similarly, this side and this side are joining here at this point. So this one is a corner, and this side and this side are joining in that point. So this one is a corner, right? So here we are getting 3 corners. Similarly, for square also, this side and this side, they are joining at this point. Here this and this joining at this point. This and this point, and here this and this are at this point. So these are the corners. Okay, so these are the basic idea that you should get, and by that you can solve the problems whatever given in your book. So now let's solve it. So students, you can see here page number 144. So 1 number question is given. Use red crayon to draw over straight lines and blue crayons to draw over curved lines. Okay, so I know you get the idea of straight line and curved line, right? So if the lines are like this, so these are called straight line, and if they are like this or this, so these are called curved line, right? So here it is told that you can see in your book some pictures are given. So here I'm showing this one. Okay, so this is a picture of house. So here dotted lines are given, so you have to join that. So here it is said that you have to use red crayons for the straight line. Okay, so here you can see these are the straight lines. So for that you can use the red color crayons. Okay, so here I am drawing this. Okay, and whatever the straight lines are there, for that I am using the red color crayon. Okay, so you can see, so completely this one is like straight line, so I'm using red color here, and for the curved line I'm using the blue color. Okay, so here you can see this one is a, if you join the dots you will get this one is a curved line, right? So for that I'm using the blue color. So in this way you have to draw the other pictures also. Okay, now you see question number 2, fill in the blanks by looking at the picture of the house drawn above. So here I am drawing here one house, so we have to answer these questions by following this drawing. Okay, so number 1 is given, you have to write the number of standing lines. Okay, standing lines, as I told you, what are the standing lines? That means the lines which are standing, right? So here you can see these are the standing lines, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 standing lines. So you have to write 5 here. Now sleeping lines. Sleeping line means this one, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 sleeping line. And slanting line. Slanting line means little bit bent. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there are 3 slanting lines. So in this way you have to write it down in your book. Okay, and students, in question number 1 there are more pictures, so you see it properly. Wherever needed you use blue color for the curved line, and for the straight line you have to use red crayon. Now question number 3, what shape you will get if you trace the outline of a bottle cap? So you know a bottle cap. Okay, so you have to take it and you have to trace it. Okay, so if you trace it, I think you know what shape you will get. If we trace a bottle cap, so we will get a circle, right? We will get a circle. Next, similar like this type, something like this we will get, right? So this one is circle shape. Next is given here a matchbox. Okay, so you know matchbox. So if we trace it, so we will get a rectangle. Okay, so this is a kind of activity. You can trace them and you can write them. Okay, now question number 4 is there. Match the solid shape to its name. Okay, so here this kind of solid shape you will get. So here you have to write the name of this. Okay, so there are some names also given at the bottom. So I will write the names here. I will not match. So you just see the name of these shapes, and accordingly you have to match it in your book. So first of all, this one is a cone shape, as I told you before only. Okay, and this one is a cylinder. Okay, cylinder shape. This one is a sphere. Okay, so it look like a circle, but I'm writing sphere. Why? Because here it is solid shape. That means 3-dimensional shape. Okay, and here this one is called cube, as I told you earlier, and this one is a cuboid. Okay, cuboid. So here, why it is cuboid? Because here you see the lengths are longer and this, breadths are shorter. Okay, and in cube all the sides are equal. Now let's come to page number 145. So there you have to write the corners and the sides. Okay, so as I told you already, what are the corners and what are the sides? So number 1, square is given. So that one is already solved. So now I will show you this one. So this is a rectangle, right? So here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 corners. So to write 4 corners and sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides. So you have to write 4. Okay. Now coming to this circle. So we know that circle means, we know that corner means what? Corner means where 2 line segments are joined, right? So here if you see there are no corners, right? So you have to write 0 here. Now sides. So here as I told you, sides mean what? Line segments, straight line segments. So it should be like this or this. So these are called straight line segments. So if we have this, then only we can say that these are the sides. But here you can see these are the curved line, right? Curved line. So that is why circle do not have any sides, so I have to write 0 here also. Okay, now below if you see paper folds. Okay, so paper folds, you have to do one activity, so there you have to take one square shape like this type of paper. Okay, then you have to do the folding, and then you have to see how many corners do you get. Okay, so I will show you here. Okay, so first of all I'm taking this one. This one is a square shape, you can see. Okay, so a square shape, we are having 4 corners, right? 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? 4 corners. Let me mark it properly. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 corners. So you can see properly now, 4 corners. Okay, now it is said that you have to fold one corner. So let's fold this corner. So if I'm folding this like this way, now we have done one fold. So now we have to write that how many corners we are getting now. So if you see, this shape is completely changed now. It is no more square now, right? So how many corners are there now? We have to count it. So if you fold it, so again one side is generated, this side. This is one side now. So now you get one more corner here, and again one more corner here. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you do one fold, then you will get what? 5 corners. Okay, similarly let's fold this part, the second corner. Okay, we have folded. Now again we are getting one more side, right? So along with that we are getting 2 corners again, right? Here and here. Okay, you can see this. If you see this and this, these are the corners. Here 2 sides are joining, right? So this is one corner and this one is also one corner. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you do 2 fold, you will get 6 corner. Okay, now if I fold this side like this way, again one side I am getting, and here 2 more corner, 1, 2, right? So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here one more, so 7. So if I do 3 fold, then I'll get 7 corners. Okay, and lastly if we fold this side like this way, okay, then we are getting again one corner, and here also one corner, right? So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are getting 8 corners. So if we do 4 fold, then we will get 8 corners, right? So now you see the shape is completely changed, right? The shape is completely changed here. You can see here. Okay, it is getting a different shape, and that is why it is no more square. Now it became one means another shape. Okay, one like other shape. Okay, and here you have 8 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 corners we are having. So in this way you have to do the other one. So for that you have to take one triangle like this way. So as you know, triangle, they are having 3 sides, 1, 2, 3. Similarly you have to fold one. So if you fold like this, okay, so if you fold like this, now one side is generated, right? So along with that you are getting one more corner here and here, one more corner, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you fold one, you are getting 4 corners. Similarly if you fold another one like this, again you are getting one more corner, here also one more corner. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You are getting 4 and here 1. So if you do 2 fold, then you are getting what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 corners. Okay, and if you fold this corner also like this, okay, so now you are getting 1, 2. Okay, so if you do 3 folds, then you are getting 6 corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and the triangle shape is also changed now, you can see. Okay, so in this way you have to do this activity, and you have to write that by doing how many folds you are getting how many corners. Students, now you see page number 146. There the topic is given curved line and the straight line. So as I told you about the curved line means what? Here like this. Okay, these lines are called curved lines, and straight line means this. Okay, these are straight lines, right? So now by using the curved line and combination of curved line and straight line, we can draw some patterns, or we can also draw some designs. Okay, so now you can see the dots. Okay, so by matching these dots, we can make some drawings, okay, or designs. So if I match this one like this, okay, so you can see I'm making one square here, right? So these all are what? Straight lines, right? Then I can join this one also like this way, here and here. So these are also straight lines I am using. So by using the straight line, we can draw some designs, right? Now you can see here these are also some dots. So if I draw like this, so you can see I am using curved line. Okay, so here also if I draw like this, and here this, so this one is a what? I am using the curved line, right? So by following this, the same pattern, I can draw some more designs. Okay, so in this way, so by joining these dots and also by using the straight line and the curved line, we can make some designs, and that also follows some patterns. Okay, so you can do it, and in your book it is given that you have to copy the designs whatever given. Okay, so and after doing that, you can make some more designs of your own. Okay, so that one you can do it in your notebook. Okay, and whatever the whatever given in your book, okay, in page number 146, there you have to copy. Okay, so first one, I think some this type of diya shape is given like this way. So you have to see that how many dots they are joining, how many dots they are leaving. Okay, and by that way you have to draw it exactly same. That means you have to copy. Okay, and for your if you want to draw some more designs, so you can do it in your book. Students, I think you understood up to this much. Okay, so by using this concept, you can able to do the exercises also. Okay, and soon part 2 video will also be available, so you check out that, and whatever the works are assigned to you, you kindly do that.